I want to welcome y'all to the Vibration Check podcast, man. We here with, introduce yourself, man. Who we here with?
It's your boy PME Side, so man, y'all already know what's going on, man. Check me out on all streaming platforms.
We went to the end for that, G. Chill.
Oh, damn. That's what I'm saying.
Man.
You say introduce yourself, I'm going to introduce myself, but go ahead.
Introduce all the platforms.
Yeah,
I'm me. I'm the nigga that's sitting next to him.
Yeah, no. That's the nigga.
Nah, I'm comedian Jessie McDonald.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's what's up, man. We here for, this random as a motherfucker, man, but you know, hey. We here for it. I'm gonna take a shot right now to knock the edge off.
Knock the edge off a little bit, man.
Man, we've been taking so many shots, bro. I don't think it's an edge on, G. It's over with.
Tell them why you in Dallas. What you doing in Dallas tonight, man? What's going on?
Man, I'm looking for all the women with wheelchairs to come and roll up on me, you know what I'm saying, so we can ride out into the night. Now, I'm here. I got a show at One Love Lounge with Kerwin Claiborne.
Facts.
And I'm going to come and turn up like I always do.
For sure.
Facts.
So you got into comedy. What made you get into comedy? Because I'm a little funny a little bit. I've been thinking about it.
There's a difference, though, between neighborhood funny and stage funny.
Yeah, tell them about it.
Tell me what's the difference.
I was neighborhood funny in the beginning. That's when you can joan and talk about the people around you, and everybody around you laugh.
Right.
Then when the stage funny, you got to take the same material and translate it to people that don't know Lil Pookie and make all them laugh. And then if you say something in the neighborhood ain't funny, they be like, that ain't funny, and that's it. You say it on stage, you got to still be up there 15, 20 more minutes.
To get booed and all
And if
that.
it ain't funny, you got to bounce back.
Fact. So what you think is harder, being neighborhood funny or stage funny? I think it's like a science with stage funny. It's like once you get it, you know how to be funny.
I feel like it's a.
I feel like hood funny is like you gotta be funny for females.
I feel like that's just natural funny. Like if you hood
Funny,
funny.
It's a difference between.
Hood funny, you can be corny and they still laugh at you.
Yeah, but
So they
Stage
laughing
funny.
at you, not with you.
I'm one-liner gang. Like if we say something that's funny, if motherfucker say something and I hear it, and I just be like, boom, and I be like, that's funny. But it's a difference between having a set and being able to go on
Yeah.
stage and not break. You know what I'm saying? No,
But in the same token, though, hood funny and stage funny, with hood funny, it comes with a lot of different things, though. Because you could be too funny in the hood, and motherfuckers want to put them dukes up.
Facts.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they want to fight, G.
They do that on stage. They just don't try me. I come with my own stick, you know what I'm saying? You could be so funny in the hood, they tell you go on stage, and then you go out there and get a silent crowd, then they be looking at you like, nigga, I ain't funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you decided you was like, I'm finna get on stage with this shit.
I didn't even decide. I was just so happened to be at a comedy show where somebody was Ali Sadiq. He was doing this thing, and everybody was talking while he on stage. He said, y'all think y'all can do this? I'm gonna bring you on stage and let you try it. And everybody going up there, he said, y'all ain't funny, I'm gonna talk about you. People went up there, they wasn't funny. He talked about them. I said, let me go up there. They said, nah. And one dude named Terry Wilburn kept saying, nah, don't let him go up there. He said, shoot, the little nigga ain't funny. I'm gonna talk about his ass too.
Yeah.
I went up there and talked about myself about 15 minutes. And I tore him up.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even trying to be funny. I was just talking about me.
Just being you, yeah.
And they laughed at it, and that was it.
So growing up, you was always funny. Like
Listen, bro.
You get
always
the business,
funny,
you get the business
bro.
from me.
Always funny,
I talk
bro.
about you so bad, I make you want to fight me.
Right.
And I be ready to fight.
So I'm gonna ask this though: was it a defense mechanism, or was it just like I'm just gonna be funny, or did you have to be funny?
I was in that era. We was on those mama jokes. We talk about your mama, your grandma, your kids.
Facts.
We don't care if they're dead or
Facts.
living. We
Facts.
we
Come
going
get your
in.
ass.
Facts.
You can get it.
Yeah.
Facts.
Now you say something about these people, mama, and you don't
They
even
so
know your mama.
sensitive.
Now
Yeah.
you want to fight me.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you don't know your mama.
Tell them
Yeah.
about Sass. I remember the night we had the little shorty. She got mad at me because I was talking about
Yeah,
her.
man, that shit crazy,
We
bro.
kicking it. We having
kicking
a
it.
blast.
This the funniest shit I ever heard, though.
Shorty say, we just having a regular conversation. She gonna say, oh shit, I'm gonna tell my grandma on you.
Yeah.
Or some shit she said. I'm like, man, nah, still on your grandma. Everybody cried, laughing. She looking, she started
She
bawling.
pissed.
She's finna go crazy. She
Yeah.
like, it's my grandma. I'm like, damn, what the fuck
You really
It's a
think you
joke.
finna steal off on your grandma or something?
It
So
was-
she was really gonna tell her grandma.
No, we was laughing and shit like that. I forget what the conversation was, but it came up. She was like, "Oh, I tell my grandma and you talking like that." I was like, "I still on your grandma." She got so mad,
Man, bro.
Dang,
Left
She was
she
pissed.
left everything in my crib and everything, keys, and I had
Left.
to take the keys to her the next day. She was mad. Still the next day when I got to take the keys, she looking at me like, it was just. I'm like, damn, you gotta relax.
Please.
I'm out here hitting
Like,
grandma. Well, I used to hit grandmas and mamas.
knock their ass clean out.
No, not with my nightstick, the one I hit with. Shit, they used to call me a motherfucker. I was like, I ain't fuck daughters. I didn't.
Mothers out here. What?
That's crazy.
Shit.
That's out of pocket, man. So, what was some of the challenging parts of getting into comedy? Like, I hear like Desi Banks and everything, and they say, man, it's hard getting on stage when you go from Instagram to live comedy and stand up.
See, that's the thing. I started in the real world, stand-up comedy.
Facts.
Stand
I
up.
I started in stand-up and went from stand-up to instant. I
So it
mean
was
to
easier.
skits. So it was easy. I came up in the world where you had to be funny. Where
Facts.
with the Bernie Macs and
Facts.
traveling with them, the Ali Sadiq, the Ricky Smileys, touring with D. Ray Davis, the pretty much you name them back in the day. We all used to kind of go out, you know, and I came in and I made my name and I made my mark. There wasn't too many handicapped people, comedians out there that was funny.
Right.
So on the hot.
So it wasn't hard to me. I just talked about me. And if you said something, I talked about you too.
You can't get over on
But
him because
then-
he
but
gonna
then
join
once-
you. He gonna
once
join you
after I
harder than he
got
join you.
through it, then it's like, hey, look, you don't even have to join people no
Right.
more. You know what I'm saying? As long as your material funny.
Okay. So, Sass, I got a question for you. How y'all know each other? I want to know that because every time you come, he be like, I'm finna, my boy coming, we finna.
Man.
And I be like, I missed the last show, but shit, I'm coming to this show. I'm trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, y'all lineage.
Man, but no, this is my boy, man. We came up from a small town, man, Marietta, Arkansas, man. Like we grew up. Like this the first person I did a song with ever on wax. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit was crazy though. Like we used to kill goddamn school, goddamn talent shows and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So this was my boy. He the one who put me on. He the first person I ever got on the radio with. You know what I'm saying? When it came to the music though. So yeah, my boy Jesse, Lil J. You know what I'm saying? It was up though. You know what I'm saying? So I've been knowing this man for a long time though. And what's so crazy is that I knew he was special, you know what I'm saying, to where as far as the light shining on him because, you know, he always drew a crowd, you know what I'm saying? Even when we talking about the Joan and stuff like that, though, he always had a crowd and he always won everything, you know what I'm saying? When it come to Joning, rapping, everything, we used to do that all the time. So, you know what I'm saying, I already knew what it was with him, though, so. That's my dude though. From you know what I'm saying.
So we went in the studio. The people that were our OGs to us was going in the studio with us, and when we went to the studio, we were recording, and he kept messing up on certain things.
Yeah.
I said, "Hey, punch him in."
Yeah.
They be like, "Nah, man, let the
Let
dude
him
run the
go.
studio like he run it."
Yeah.
And I'm looking like y'all don't understand, man. If you don't punch him in, that's running our pockets up,
Right.
Yeah.
or whatever. So once they started seeing that I knew certain kids studio terms, punch ins and stuff like that. Eventually they started saying, "Oh, okay, you know what he did." Then when we got the song did, sure, I took it to the radio station. I drove up there, didn't know nobody. I was like, "Hey, look, I need y'all to play this."
He made it happen.
We
G.
woke up 2 days later, our song on the radio.
radio.
Everybody was like, "Wow, you
Candy Shop.
Yeah, we had and there was another girl named
Candy
Priscilla.
Shop, Priscilla, yeah. Shout out to Priscilla. I know you probably watching though, but shout out to you though. Candy Shop, man. That was like the first song that we ever did. The first song I ever did that was on wax. You know what I'm saying? Is all because of this man right here.
And
you
they
know what I'm
kicked
saying?
me out
So
the group.
yeah.
And
Get the fuck out of here.
They went to a show, and the show that they went to, the stage was upstairs and didn't have no rails on it. And they ran on upstairs, and I was still waiting to get on stage.
Damn.
They did it without me. I said,
That's
oh,
fucked
man.
up.
That's fucked up.
But that's crazy because I know Sazzo from the crib.
Yeah.
He was the first he was, like you said, that was the first song.
Yep.
He was the first motherfucker at the crib that
Back
dropped
there.
an album, like a real album that's pressed
Yeah.
up CD with a for the town. Like he was the first motherfucker to ever.
See, this the thing this the part that he don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But because I came from Springfield, Illinois, because my grandfather passed though, and I moved from there and moved to Mariana because my grandfather passed. You know what I'm saying? So this is stuff that he don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm originally from Springfield, Illinois.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I had to move to Mariana, Arkansas to comfort my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Because her husband just died. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I ran into him and I had met him. You know what I'm saying? So everything happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it.
But that's crazy because it's the story y'all got. The story you got of him is the same story I got of you. Like, this was the first motherfucker that I seen do that shit. Like a real CD cover with a motherfucking. I'm like, how the fuck this nigga got a CD out?
It's crazy.
I went,
You know what
It's
I'm saying?
crazy.
I went further back. I used to have cassettes. I used to record on one cassette to another cassette, play it back, and stack the voices on the cassette,
me
going
too.
back and forward.
Yeah.
And after I did that, then I started drawing I had somebody to draw my
Draw
own
your album
covers.
cover, yeah.
So the music still in me, but I love the comedy.
Comedy is your shit,
The
though.
inspiration when you get on stage, you make people laugh. They see what you do, and you tell them, "Hey, look, I got cerebral palsy, and I don't let nothing stop me. Can't nothing stop me but me."
Facts.
And that drive of doing it, because people always say, "I can't make it because people hating on me." Well,
Facts.
your biggest hater is you.
Right.
Just because the
Facts.
person talk about you doesn't mean you can't make it.
Facts.
If a person say, "Hey, look, don't give him a chance," well, how they gonna tell that person not to give you a chance? But it's a person bigger than him that you ain't went to.
Right.
So you your biggest hater, you your biggest promoter, you your biggest everything.
Facts.
So if you don't push it and want it, can't nobody else want it for you. I don't care how bad people talk about me. I can care less what you say about me.
Facts.
I'm the driver of this bus. I know
Facts.
when to open the door and let your ass out and keep going.
I know it, and I know
when
this
I
shit
make it
from
big,
personal
I'ma come back,
experience.
and
You know
I'm
what I'm
not
saying?
gonna
I
even
know
hate on
it.
you. I'm gonna tell you, hey, thank you. Thank you for the push, because you telling me I couldn't do it made me do it. I ain't went out for football. I was a cheerleader in high school.
Facts.
Junior high school, I was a cheerleader. I was the water boy. I was everything, because as long as I was active in school, I was gonna pass. That made me do my work. But if I wasn't active in school, or if I didn't have cerebral palsy, I'd probably be dead or in jail.
Facts.
Cause I love to fight, and I hit
Facts.
first.
And he gonna knock your ass out though. This was so
I
crazy.
hit first.
He gonna knock you out though. It's so
But
crazy.
you know, God said, look, he got a way to
my
humble
boy,
me, and I like it that people never treated me like I was disabled. Never. My uncle started that when I was a little boy. He used to always say, "You ain't handicapped. Get your ass up." He always said that, and that motivated me. He's like, when I'm not around, who gonna help you up? So now, if you ever see me fall, most of the time people like, "You need help?" I'm always, "I got it."
Yeah.
Cause I hear my uncle in my head, and then my cousins, they treated me like I was regular. So I was like, "Oh, okay."
But you know what? I really just had to get on that type of level with you to where I'm not helping you as much, because I be around, I be trying to, man, I know for a fact he don't want no help. Don't help him, G. He gonna do it on his own though. I've been around him for so long, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he gonna do it on his own though. But yeah, that's what it is.
That's what's
though.
crazy, because when motherfuckers was talking about when you had brought him to the old spot.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers like, y'all ain't gonna help him, G? I'm like, what? Y'all funny as. Yo, who was that? Who was that, fam?
Hey, look,
Shazam and they like,
Shazam,
oh.
yeah.
So y'all just gonna let, it's a long ass walk down that
Yeah,
hallway.
yeah,
and shit. Motherfuckers like, oh, so y'all ain't gonna help him because you're gonna let him
Man.
walk? I'm like, yeah,
He don't want it,
If
G.
you ain't got no handicap friends, you don't know how to grab me.
Yeah.
If you just run grab me the wrong way, now I fall.
He gonna bring you with him.
Yeah, both of us going. So I know what way my weight going. So let me go on.
Yeah.
If you don't catch me, the flow got me all the time. The flow ain't never let me down.
Yeah. Oh, God. We got-
So,
Yep.
so what was more inspirational, you doing the music or the comedy?
The music started it. I got a song called "I Ain't Drunk, I Just Walk This Way."
Yes, sir.
I used to ask girls to dance. They were like, "You drunk?" I was like, "No, I ain't drunk. I just walk this way." I didn't walk with no cane then. I didn't pick up the cane until I went to college. I wanted to dance with a girl. She was like, well, you too short. Then I couldn't stand in the middle of the floor because it was too slippery. So I was like, I used to pull chairs out there, tell people sit in the chair, let me hold on the chair and dance. But then after so long, people started getting up and the chair started sliding. I was like, shit, you should have told me you go get up. And I said, you know what, I got them crutches. I went home, got my crutches, and that's been my groove stick. And I did the I ain't drunk, I just walked this way, and came back, asked this girl to dance, and pulled my crutch out there and pulled that chair out there, had somebody stand me up in the chair. And they held me up, and I sat on the chair. I said, can I get this dance? Just because I stood in the chair and asked her and sang eye to eye with her, she danced with me.
Yeah.
So, and I saw I ain't drunk, I just walked this way. And she was like, that's you for real? Yep, that's me.
Yeah.
That's some fly shit.
That's hard.
Everything
That's
is
fly
inspiration. Every move to get better or doing something bigger is an inspiration because you look like, dog, I was here, now look where I'm at.
Right.
You know, every step that I done met this person, now look where I'm at. You know, all the people you done met, all the advice they give you. The best advice somebody gave me was comedian K-Dub, and I say, how do I get better? He said, keep hitting stages. Never give up. Keep going.
Yeah.
As soon as you give up, that's the moment you don't make it. Long as you keep going, sure, you gonna bust them down.
Prosper, G.
I got a question for you. It's who's some of your favorite comedians that you like fuck with that you think like, next level that if you'll be like you need to check this person out?
Right now, everybody different, but you got the D-Rays. You know, he the hood funny.
Yeah.
You got the Ricky Smiley, taught me how to be versatile. I can go anywhere and do comedy. Churches, Ricky. You got your Kevin Hart, he's the storyteller.
Yeah.
I love Corey Holcomb, but
That's my
Corey,
guy.
Corey Holcomb, my dog, but Corey Holcomb like, bitch.
He violate,
bitch.
man.
You know, he,
Off the muscle.
He can say that, but if he said he can whoop him.
Yeah.
I be like, bitch.
Yeah.
I be like, bitch, this shit. I be like, bitch, you help me up. Come here. But Corey, I like Corey Holcomb. I mean, it's so many different styles, but especially my guy that I'm on the road now, Lavelle Crawford.
Yeah. He hard.
Lavelle Crawford, I've seen Lavelle stand in one spot and just go in. It's funny because you get a lot of comedians say, I don't want to go behind Lavelle.
Yeah.
Don't never put me behind Lavelle Crawford because he's too strong. But when you listen to Lavelle say, man, I got to go behind Jessie.
Yeah.
Man, I got to work.
It's crazy.
So
it's crazy.
to listen to the big names say they don't want to go behind him, and then he come behind and be like, hey, look, Jessie make me work.
But that's
You know
what
what
it's
I'm
about. That make you stronger too as a comedian. If you gotta know you coming behind somebody that you gotta rock.
Oh yeah.
That's
You
hard.
you got to be funny straight out the gate. And there's this thing called being too funny and not funny enough.
Yeah.
If you too funny, they don't want you on the shows. You're not funny enough, they won't put you on the shows.
Right.
Then you go out with some comedians, they say, man, look, you can't talk about this, you can't talk about that. Or they say, water your jokes down. How do you water funny down?
How the fuck you
can't-
water that
can't
shit
water
down?
Funny down. I'm natural.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If you want it watered down, take me off.
Right.
Comedians don't want to work. They don't want to get behind that pressure. There's certain comedians, they be like, hey, you be like, hey, dog, man, put me on the show. All right, I'm put you on some shows. I'm gonna put you up. They put you up there. You go out there, kill them. Why you kill them? They go, hey, look, don't put him on no more shows.
Yeah.
Then you come
after I
to
come,
you
man,
come
it's
you
over
come
with.
Oh,
you
they-
come to the
I
next
wanna
show
see
thinking
that
you
shit.
finna go up. They be like, man, we pushing for time, man. We just gonna go on, go through the shows.
Right.
But that's what's crazy. I listened to an interview. It was what's his name? Charleston White.
I was just about to say, TK
He
Kirkland.
said T.K. Kirkland brought him out.
Shout out
He
Charleston
was,
White.
He was on that
Yeah.
same shit, like on some old man. Chill. Don't try to be funny. Just talk shit.
Right.
He was like, "What you mean? Just talk. I'm trying to be. It's a comedian. I gotta, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? Type
right.
shit."
Yeah,
I don't
Charlie
know.
White, he cool with me. He said a lot of true stuff, but some stuff he say, I be like, whoa, Charles, and I don't know if I can stand behind that. I
No,
can't stand
y'all
that
taking
pressure.
them too serious, G.
But he's a comedian to me. He cool to me.
He
I
a
got-
comedian.
I love
That's
what
what
he
it
say
is. He's
and what he do.
definitely a comedian. You know what I'm saying?
He said something that made sense. He say, other people get on the internet, say what they want to and how they want to make money.
Mm-hmm.
He said, but when I get on here and I say it, you get offended.
Yeah.
And now you want to say this about? He's like, hell, I'm just here for a check.
It might be because motherfuckers already did they research on him and know what his background is, though. He's really a scholar on a lot of shit.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
He cool to me.
He
I
cool.
seen him in Atlanta. Then he came to Arkansas, and I was trying to get over there where he was, and I was security like, nah, you can't go over there. I said, man, tell him Jessie McDonald over here. I seen one dude point at me. He said, that's my dog. Let him do, you know. So I got nothing against him.
Yeah.
I like watching him. Cause
I fuck with him.
I fuck with him.
I don't fuck with him, but I don't
Stupid
fuck with him,
as
but I like him. You know what I'm saying? I like keep doing what you do, cause I like get on there and get me a good laugh, cause
That shit be funny as a
It's a motherfucker, man.
But it's all about
Because he telling the truth.
Basically, he joning like we used to joan.
Yeah.
And some
The
of
truth.
them can't take that.
They
pressure.
can't take the
Can't take
truth.
that pressure.
They can't take that.
Just a lot of my favorite
Oh,
comedians is people that just keep it honest on stage. They be like,
Right.
It ain't even really jokes. Like I fuck with Chris Rock. A lot of motherfuckers don't fuck with Chris Rock. He a
I
goat.
mess with Chris.
But Chris
I don't
Rock,
fuck with Chris
he
Rock,
talk
man.
that shit. He don't.
He corny as a motherfucker
nah,
to me.
but
Chris Rock.
hold
Listen
on.
to me though.
You
He
don't-
cool, but I fuck with
Hold
him.
on, let me
Listen
tell you
to
this.
what I'm
I
telling
don't
you.
fuck with
Hey,
you.
you
He
seen
talking
him
that
on
shit,
TV.
fam.
talking that
You seen him
shit.
on TV.
I
Have
got-
you seen him in
You
person,
you
though?
you might gotta send me a link to some shit that where he talking that
no.
shit.
You all right?
You
now.
got
You
to
send me the. He probably is. I'm
It's
not saying
real
that.
life.
I haven't seen that.
He not trying to be funny. He really telling real shit that's going on in his way.
Yeah.
Like he not trying to just. It's jokes, but he giving it to he giving you the shit that motherfuckers don't want to talk about.
Basically, he's saying what you scared to say.
Yeah, type
But
shit.
the
Chris
way that-
Rock saying what a motherfucker. Yeah,
That's what he known for.
that's
Maybe
crazy.
Chappelle,
I've never.
too.
Shout out to Chris Rock. My
Shout
bad.
out to Chris Rock.
My bad.
I'm gonna
My
tell
bad.
you, I didn't really pay attention to his joke to BT Week one year. I went to LA and he was hitting all the major stages, and they was like, "Really, you ain't gonna be able to do them because Chris Rock coming through." And I went and introduced myself. Yeah, at first I was gonna say I'm an up and coming comedian, but I had to catch myself. I said, "You know what? I'm a comedian."
Fact.
And when I said it like that, Chris Rock let me do every stage in LA with him that week, that year he did BET Comedy View, and I got a chance to sit down and watch it set. A lot of stuff y'all see on TV is
They ain't
one
putting
thing.
that out.
No, it's one thing. But when you see them where they ain't got to watch what they say, and you go to the hood clubs and stuff
Yeah.
where they at, oh, you getting the real Chris.
Yeah, I never seen that. I gotta see
Because
that.
on
Ballgame.
TV, you're not getting them to say, fuck that motherfucker, shit. You know what I'm saying? Certain stuff they do because this is their image. This is how they.
And I like Chris Rock set up to where him and Chappelle they got a way about story. They got a way about they set it always makes sense at the end. Like they make sure they end it right.
And Dick Gregory.
And Dick Gregory.
Dick
It's
Gregory,
always
yeah.
come back to the
Facts,
top.
facts.
If they start the show off with something, they gonna make sure they let you know how. At the end, you're gonna be like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
boom.
exactly. Yeah.
They
Shout out
always
to
do
Dick
that.
Gregory.
Yeah.
Speaking of Dave Chappelle, it was rumors around that Drewski is the social media version of Dave Chappelle. How y'all feel about that?
No.
I don't know. I ain't never just really watched Drewski, but I watched Drewski. If that makes sense. Like some of his stuff will come across, and
Weird.
I've been trying to work with Drewski. I want to work with any comedian that's out there doing something.
Facts.
Any
He
comedian on social media, regular comedian, anybody want to do something, call me, 501-442-8674. I'm like Mike Jones. That number, 501-442-8674. Which camera I'm on? I want to make sure all y'all get it. Call me. Hey, look, I'm trying to work with you. You better get me while I'm humble. You know
My
what I'm saying?
man.
Look, I just got a movie that just dropped out. It's called The Hole in the Wall.
Hole in the Wall, man. Make sure y'all go
I'm
stream
in there,
that.
I'm clowning. Shouts out to my boy T.I. Put me in the
Yeah.
apartments. I ain't got no speaking role, but I was an extra, and I found out how to be an extra and make myself stand out.
Facts.
And he gave me that. So I got 9 movies that I done did.
That's
so,
crazy.
Pierre,
And look,
Pierre
he
picked me in my
from Lee,
first movie.
and he from Lee Senior High,
still
y'all.
work
He
there.
from Lee and still work there.
Volunteer
Lee
me.
Senior
I don't even
High.
get paid to work
Come
there.
on, man.
I go volunteer to work with the kids.
You know,
They be
he's
drive
going
everywhere.
crazy.
I
He's
drive-
going
I
everywhere.
drive everywhere. If I drive by myself, I drive. Like yesterday, I drove to Tyler, Texas. Drove, chain closed, change clothes, set up merch, set up sound. Do sound check, do the show, sell merch. Drove here. The grind don't stop. It's
Non-stop work.
It's full time. Then I got to leave here. I got to go to Florida. I just got offered to go work on another movie set. So it's real, And then it's like the gospel song say, I go if I got to go by myself. A lot of times people don't want to go because they ain't got nobody to go with.
Right.
A lot of times people say the door. If somebody open the doors for me, I'll be in there. Well, the doors are open because people always say, hey, come. If you come, I got you.
Right,
But
facts.
you got to understand what it means when they say, I got you. Okay, if you come and they got me, they may not be able to pay you, but I give you a place to stay.
Yeah.
But if you got your own merchandise, you can sell your merchandise, make your money, pay for
Exactly.
your gas, because your merchandise may be paying more than what they're going to pay you, because they say, look, I'm going to give you $200 to come down here. You may spend $50 to get down there, but after you pay to get there, pay to eat, and run around doing other stuff with your money, because if you smoke, you're going to buy you some weed. If you drink, you're going to buy you some drink. Your $200 gone.
Yeah.
Facts.
But if you got merchandise and you sell merchandise, you know what I'm saying, your merchandise can turn around and make $4,000 to $5,000.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Now, but that's what it means when they say, come and I got you.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you where you need to be. I was scared to do that at first. And then when I realized, hey, look, I got merchandise. I can make my money. I'll go and tell people, let me come and do the show and let me sell my merchandise just to get on the show. And that helped me build my name. And I stand out, I be there to the club owners leave, trying to sell my merchandise and making sure I speak to everybody that leave. But when they leave, a lot of times people be like, nah, we come to see the headliner. When you see the headliner, when I speak to you, you be like, nah, that's who we come to see. But
Right.
at the end, you gonna come back and speak to me.
I witnessed that.
Cause I know what I'm gonna do.
Though. I witnessed it.
But I don't be mad and be like, hey, look, F you or none of that. You gonna see me.
I witnessed it.
So what's the I learned that just coming from the I left the crib with $300. I left Illinois and came to Texas with $300 off what you just talking about. I got you. A motherfucker told me I got you.
Yeah.
And I left and came down here with $300. Motherfucker,
Same.
man, it's the same thing.
It's the same shit.
But you not gonna do it. You don't know.
You ain't got no
Till you
hustle.
get there.
If
just
you ain't got
taking
no
the risk.
hustle, don't do it.
Just fuck it. Let's
Fuck
go.
it. Let's
You know
go.
what I'm
Let's
saying?
go.
But you gotta have
You
hustle.
thinking the person
Yeah,
got the
you
same
gotta
mentality
have
that you
hustle.
got, but they ain't on the same shit that you
I be
own.
telling
though.
motherfuckers all
You know
the
what I'm
time,
saying?
just do that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I first came to Dallas, I was a stripper. They used to call me heat stroke, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
They
What
used
it
to
was?
call me heat stroke. My mama,
Heat stroke.
Yeah,
Heat
my
Heat
mama
stroke.
used to have strokes, and my daddy used to work on heat and air. That's how I came up
Heat stroke. Google it.
But whatever you do, man, you gotta have a hustle.
Gotta have
if
a
you ain't got
hustle.
no hustle,
Got to.
man, you just not gonna make it. I don't care where you at.
Facts.
Yeah.
A lot of people will be like, why you come back home? Why you stay here? I done made a name for myself, and I don't never make it rich. I made it famous.
Yeah.
Right.
I made
Facts.
when you able to go somewhere, everywhere you
go, somebody know you.
They
Yeah,
want to
that's a
take
difference.
picture, or
Hey,
you go to
somebody
pay for your
know
stuff,
you. Yeah.
and people like, oh shit,
Let's go.
squeeze the hell out of my hand.
That's crazy. My bad.
No, you go somewhere, man, you get ready to pay for your food, they be like, don't worry about it, man, they already paid for it. And people walk by you, man, you had a great show last night, man, you motivated me, you know what I'm saying? So that stuff like that, man, it mean a lot to me. So that's when I went back home to show people it ain't where you from, it's what
where
you
you
do
at.
with what you got and who you know. It ain't what you got,
It's
it's
who
who
you
you
know,
know,
yeah.
or whatever. So I go and I motivate the kids, cause man, these kids now they curse you out. They curse you out. I
They
go
go
to the
crazy.
school, some of the teachers that I went to school with, they be like, man, I said, why you ain't gonna say nothing? Man, you can't say nothing to these kids no more. Why? You the grown up. So I was like, I'm not that dude. I was grown up. If you see me doing wrong, you got the right to get me. And tell my mama, and my mama, my daddy gonna get me. But now when I go to school, I see these kids cussing. I put them to the side. Look, this ain't what we doing. Either I went to school with your mama, I know your grandma. I either went to school with your mama or your grandma. At these ages, I'm 44, and you think if you don't pull these kids to the side and stop them and start making them respect you, you gotta give them respect. But also, when you give them respect, you let them know, hey, look, I'm still grown. I'm cool, but certain stuff I ain't gonna deal with. So now when I see them cursing, I tell them, hey, look, that ain't what we doing. And that's just I said it to you in a well manner. I respected you when I said it. Now when they see me, they be like, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Jesse. We ain't gonna do it, Mr. Jesse. And they cool with me. I'm cool with them.
That's
you
how
know,
it should be.
Yeah, facts.
you
I'm
got
going through
you
it
got to
right
stop
now.
them now. You can't be scared to say nothing to these kids. Some of these kids want you to say something to them because they want that attention.
They
not getting that
leashing
attention
out. They
at home.
lashing out.
Lashing out.
Yeah,
Facts.
lashing out.
Facts.
Yeah, so I
Yep.
and I don't know if y'all seen my football video, the one I did with where I got tackled with the football, but the reason I did that video is to show the kids, look, you can do anything. You gotta step outside your box, because sometimes your mind be in this box of doing this to where you can't think no further, so you get writer's block.
Right.
But like, so if you used to doing music, you always around musicians.
Yeah.
But you ain't never been to a comedy show or never been to a
Paint,
shipping,
a art,
shipping
a art,
paint or
yeah, there
an
you
art
go.
gallery or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
You like, man, I ain't going to that stuff. That stuff sound boring.
Yeah.
But it ain't for it to be boring. It's for you to get out and get your mind away from what you're already doing
Yeah.
to see something else and make your mind think. Then you be like, you know what? I did all that, and all I had to do was this right here.
So I'm gonna put you in the hot seat though. So who is your favorite comedian that you've been on the road with though?
Oh,
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Do. Your favorite comedian that you've been on the road with?
I don't know, because I got 3.
Who is it?
D-Ray,
He's number one.
Lavelle Crawford,
Lavelle.
Ricky Smiley.
Ricky Smiley 3?
Yes. You know
The
why?
morning show?
Yes.
Is that in
Rick-
order? That's
matter
in
of fact,
order or
no,
that's-
That's not in order?
That's not in order.
In order.
Ricky Smiley,
Ricky's okay. That was like, whoa.
D-Ray,
Okay.
Lavelle Crawford.
Oh, it makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay, let me tell you why they make sense.
All right.
Ricky Smiley used to take me on the road, sit on side of the stage, and write down everything that I was doing wrong.
Ricky Smiley was
Listen.
number what?
Number one.
Number one.
Listen to everything I did and say, hey, look, here go a piece of paper. This is what you need to go fix. He the one taught me, get there an hour, 2 hours early for the show. I'm always at my shows, really, 2 hours early. I'm late today, but I'm here with y'all, but I'm gonna be there on time. But get there 2 hours early because you never know what you're gonna run into with sound.
Facts.
You gotta do your sound check and make sure your sound is good. You gotta make sure all that is on point. D-Ray used to tell me, hey, take that joke out. Don't do that joke no more. That joke ain't funny. Stretch it. Try this right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He let me
Let
be
you know
funny.
how to make the joke
Yeah.
better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right.
so he did that. Lavelle Crawford just say, hey, motherfucker, you ain't funny. I'ma thrash you. He said, I'm gonna talk about you.
Damn, I feel like Lavelle should have been number one
Even
then.
with you
He
being
real.
funny, he still come out and talk about you. He say, shit, I'm not gonna let the handicap out here come out here and be funnier than me. I thought I wasn't gonna talk about him, but them the motivation. But you still got your internet comments, because Bernie Mac used to always, when I ran into him, he used to always say, hey, don't give up. My boy K-Dub used to always say, keep hitting them stages. You know, I mean, you got your other people, but them other people them 3 people right there, they would write down and tell me what you're doing wrong. People don't do that.
Right.
We don't even help our own
It's
people
too
right
much
now.
competition, not enough motherfucking
But-
camaraderie.
I told that to somebody and they got mad at me
Yeah.
Man.
with the video shit.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I made circle marks and everything. Like, yo, this was wrong, this was wrong, this was wrong. You do this, you got something going on.
Right.
Motherfucker got
thought
mad
you
at
was
They
me.
hating
can't take
on
heed to
You got-
shit.
No, I was
Yeah.
hating on him, bro.
Yeah.
You got to,
Yeah, I
even
take
with the music.
Yeah.
Big Keys, dude I used to go record with,
Yeah.
man, your music wasn't garbage. He wouldn't even take your money. He'd give it back, say, go home and work on it and come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
And so he said, man, you
Facts.
gotta start speaking up.
Damn,
Because if
them
you don't
facts.
speak it up, people will put garbage out, and you know it can be better, and you won't tell them. That makes you just as worse as
But
them.
see, in the same token, then that knocks your money though. So how would you go
He
about
said-
that
he
though?
said, when you got love for what you do, the money gonna come.
Even
When,
when I
you
record
love what you do,
motherfuckers, I
and not
be
only
mad.
that, you rather for a
You
person
say
to
what? You
tell
do what?
When a motherfucker come through and record and it be bullshit,
Yeah.
I don't enjoy doing it. So I be trying to tell a motherfucker like, look, man.
That's what I'm saying. Who are y'all? Who are you recording? Because
I'm talking about it's some artists that
you got some artists
that's
that
not
is
good.
not developed.
but in the same token, I'm still gonna record. If I'm
I'm
recording
not
a person,
going not record them.
yeah, no. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if I'm recording somebody, if it's trash, then okay, yeah, you're right. But majority of the time, I'm not even finna invite you in if I know you trash. You're not even finna be in my presence if you just.
There's some people that
But
just.
some people you just don't
see
know.
what I'm saying?
People
Like,
just say, hey, look, I want to buy a 10-hour block.
But this,
You know,
I don't know. It's a
hey,
different thing.
I heard about you
That's
through-
different.
I heard about
Listen.
you through somebody else. I need to buy a 10-hour block.
I'm
Now
taking-
you got to
That's
listen to 10
different.
hours
That's
of a
different.
nigga playing a flute.
But you know what? Half of the time, majority of the time, right. Shout out to Andre 3000, man.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't even got that shoe or that belt or nothing, but they know if I look at them a certain way, it's on.
Yeah.
But then they'll keep on like, oh, you ain't gonna do nothing. I pop them with my crutch real quick. Put that crutch back
God
down.
damn, boy, you going to DCFS, nigga.
I hit them with that crutch, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
But okay, the people always say, you whoop your kids, they calling, what's it, DC? what?
DCFS.
Yeah.
See, I don't know them letters. We didn't have those back then.
Yeah.
But you think about it. When the police beat our kids, who do they call? They don't call nobody. We can't say nothing. We can't do nothing. But you scared to whoop your kids and discipline your kids
Fuck
because
outta here.
somebody gonna call somebody?
Yeah, all right.
No, I'm gonna whoop them and you can call them, and when they come and get me, take them with you.
Yeah.
But
Fact.
but before I let anybody else get out here and beat my kid like that, I'm gonna tear that ass up at home.
Right.
Yeah.
If they go to school, they act up. I come to school with that belt.
Yeah.
Come on with me.
Yeah, my
and
son-
high authority.
what I
Y'all
do,
know
I
that
put
in
the
middle
belt.
school.
I put the belt around my neck.
Pulled up.
That too.
Yeah.
She ain't even had to whoop me though. She just pulled up though,
whooped my
cause
ass
I
with
know
a
what
let
it is at the crib though.
I pulled my
so
belt- I
if
pulled
you
my
pull
belt
up with
off
that
the
belt, G, I already know what it is, cause you gonna whoop a nigga ass. So you pull up with that belt, oh, I'm straight. G.
All right,
You
I'm
ain't
getting-
gotta
I'm
worry
getting
about me no
straight
more.
Skin. Pull them pants in
Pull
under
them
there.
down, G.
Pull them down. Look at that wall.
Yeah.
But I put the
Hands
belt
up.
around my neck and walk through the school. yeah. And look, and I tell the other kids, you
Cuban link.
can get it too.
Ride through that.
But you know what? When kids see that and you see other kids and you tell them, you want some of this too?
Yeah.
No, sir. They go to respecting you because they know if you come out there and whoop your son butt, you know
I'll kick you in
kick
your ass, little motherfucker.
But the thing is,
Your little ass
when
out
we
of
discipline other people's kids, we still got to discipline them like they're our kids too. It ain't no, I'll beat your ass worse than I whoop his. But my wife do be on me. She be like, you be on your son harder than your daughter. But she be on our daughter harder than I be on my son.
It's
So
wrong.
it's,
Same way. I'm the
Yep,
same way.
same way.
But it's wrong though. It even itself out though.
we don't think it like that. We just look at our boys supposed to be a mentor of me.
That's
of
why
us,
these
and
houses
what we
need
went through.
2-parent homes though. That makes sense though. It balances
It
out.
do, but I had 2 parents. I in the house. I didn't have my mom and my dad.
Facts.
I had
Me neither.
I knew my dad. My dad would come around, but my mama did it.
Yeah.
My mama and my
Facts.
grandma and my older cousins.
TLP, shout out to you, man. Love you.
My cousin, and that was my men role models. I can't say the preachers because the preachers they never pulled me to the side and say, "Come here, let me talk to you."
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, this is what you're doing. Now it was my male cousins, and it wasn't that many of them, but it's like you need to find that male role model.
right.
Even like at school, when some of the kids that get in trouble or whatever, I see them walking down the street headed home. I pull over and hey, look, y'all need to ride home. You know, ain't no need to walk in. When I'm at home, people like you don't even come out and kick it with us, cause I move different now. The stuff that y'all doing or some of the stuff you were doing when you was in high school, I graduated past that. You know, before I go and hang out with y'all, cause these young guys are killing each other quick. So if I hang out with you, I could just be at the wrong place at the wrong time and get shot. So before I do that, I go get my uncle. and hang out with my uncle, and we'll hang out at the house.
Be drunk
You
as
know
a
what I'm saying?
motherfucker
And what I do, I don't drink, but I keep my bars loaded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get drunk, go to sleep. It ain't gonna happen to you. I mean, I'm so far in the country, I leave my doors unlocked on my house and my door. But if you come over there, I hope you're ready for these dogs, because I got 2 shepherds and 6 bullies.
Yeah.
And I can't hold neither one of them.
Get right on your ass. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's what the world missing, a little mentorship, a little guidance. Motherfuckers just off that. It's too much competition.
But where do you start at? That's the thing. Where people always say we need to mentor these kids. We need to step up and help them. But where do you start? How do you start?
Young. 6.
You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Young.
6. That's when they the most
where do you
impressionable.
start? It's hard to start helping some motherfuckers that's on bullshit.
But
like
you
was
got
just saying, you can't. These motherfuckers, these little niggas is crazy.
No,
Yeah, they is.
Like you
I
got a group
remember
of us
shit
right
from when
now.
I was 5 years old,
That's why
bro.
I said 6.
You see what I'm saying? Right now, to this day, I remember shit from when I was 5 years old, probably even younger. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact it's one point in time in my life that I remember some shit that I was 5 years old, and a lot of parents they don't see that shit like. You're a parent, but in the same token though, you look at us like you wasn't there before. You know what I'm saying? You remember that. You remember what the fuck you went through. You know what I'm saying? Like facts. I remember shit when I was 5 years old. So don't come at me as a parent like you don't understand the child role, because you was there before and you still remember. Boom.
I remember the shit, but I remember it differently than what I thought it was.
Right.
Like, I remember motherfucker not having no lights and motherfucker light some candles like it's cool. Like, oh, let's just light some candles.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
It smell good in here, but it's cold as a motherfucker.
But see, where I grew up, we didn't have to worry about if the lights go out, because we had wood heaters.
Yeah.
We used to cook on that stove, on the wood heater.
Yeah.
And where we used to tote the wood in, and I was that little boy. I was like, put my wood on my arm so I could tote it in. I think I'm really doing something. They putting little bit of sticks on my arm, but I was toting it in the house.
It was helping out.
Helping out. Yeah,
But now I realized I started bringing them branches in. They had them limbs on it. And my mama started taking them, using them as switches.
leaving one leaf at the end of that motherfucker to goddamn catch your ass.
Man.
That's crazy.
Switch
Reaching Pete, nigga.
And get you a woman that can cook. Stop dating these young women that can't cook. Get you a woman that can cook.
Yeah.
Cause sure, I used to weigh 106. Now look at me. Okay. One in thick. Nah. Man, my wife be cooking though. She be cooking. And I think I married my first girlfriend. I married my first. Other girls I used to talk to, no disrespect, but I dated strippers and hoes. That's all I was able to get. I ain't gonna even lie.
That's funny as fuck.
Cause I used to be that dude that had the strippers and the hoes.
Facts.
But it's like I woke up one day. I ain't gonna lie. I'm making like $5,000 a night.
Yeah.
Easily. I had my own strippers. I had my own building and everything. I was getting it. Facts. And I woke up one day because God said, I got a better calling for you. I'll let you make some money. Try something different. Yeah. And I said, I quit, and I've been doing comedy 23 years and never went back. Yeah. But it's always in me if I needed to go back and make some money. But God said, I got you. So I trust him, and I trust the process that I never have to go back. And I never worked a job since 2000. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 2000, never worked a job since then.
That's what's up, man. So never working a job since then. That's what
we gonna take a shot. We gonna take a shot. We can't take a shot to that. Right. Never working again. Goddamn it.
Never working a job since then.
Yeah, my wife. I tell my wife, you don't gotta work. She work because she wanna work. I as a man, when you grow up without your dad, and you see your mom go through certain things, how she hustled to make sure you eat, how she don't eat sometimes to make sure you eat. When you look at other guys that got mom and dad in the house, and they dad bringing their mom flowers, or they dad taking their mom out to eat, and you like, dang, my mom ain't never got that, so I don't want my wife to go through that. Right. So that's when I surprise her every year for her birthday. I try to do something different, big every time. It's like we're trying to it's not a competition. It's the fact that, hey, look, I want you to understand that I'm here and I appreciate you.
Yeah.
You know, she make sure the house straight. I make sure all the bills paid. You don't gotta pay no bills. Do it get stressful on me? Yes, because I'm the man, because the way I was raised, the man's supposed to take care of the bills. The man's supposed to take care of the outside. If that woman get out there and work and make some extra money and come in and help you, I thank you, but she take care of all the kids. She even buy my clothes. Thank you, Sheen. Yes, we be on.
Thank you,
yeah,
Sheen.
Yeah, we be shopping on Sheen.
finna go piss.
But the thing is, man, you know, I never wanted her to go through that. You know, you done went through, you done probably dated guys that made that fast money. I don't make the fast money, but I make good money.
Yeah.
I don't make enough money to say I can go buy this new car, this brand new truck, but I can make enough money to make sure all these bills paid. And I pay now so much on my bills to where this month I ain't got no bills. I ain't got no bills till February.
Yeah.
Pay
That's what
up
it's
just
about.
in case if I don't get no more shows for the rest of the year, I put enough money on these bills to where January when it come around, I got enough money already down. That's a zero balance.
All right, that's what we're going to, because we know you got a show tonight. That you
Yeah,
gotta pay
y'all
these
come on
motherfucking
out.
Bills.
Y'all
We
come on, catch
I'm
me.
going to let you end it however you want to end it, but we know you got to go to that show and whatnot to pay these bills in February. So shit.
Yeah.
If you got anything you want to tell the people, just go ahead and let
Yeah, I
them know.
need
We end
everybody to go follow me right now on Cash App. Nah, I need y'all to go follow me, man. Comedian Jessie McDonald. I'm out here, the hardest disabled working comedian out here. I don't see no disabled. When you think of disabled, I always tell people this right here. See the able and not the label.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just follow me, Comedian Jessie McDonald. We out here.
Oh, yeah, free Larry.